Hey guys, Mustang here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we are doing a showcase for the fully Extreme Z Awakened Goku and Gohan free-to-play card. I did a video yesterday with a guide about the event and how to get all the medals and all that sort of stuff. I know a lot of people were disappointed in the way that the event has been sort of played out. I saw Truth made a video saying that he really liked it, and then a follow-up video addressing the massive amount of hate that that video got. And I feel like I'm kind of somewhere in the middle. I didn't think there was anything particularly wrong with it. I'm an OG player, so I remember having to do the LR Goku Prime battle only using strike units. So I know what it's like to have to do an event where you're limited to a certain selection of units. But I do agree with most of the points that he made. Like, the team that it makes you run is not particularly hard to get. But yeah, this video is not about that. So we fully EZA'd these guys and we're going to show them off here. One of their big things is the fact that while still in the Goku stage, they infinitely stack their defense. So I'm going to put them in this front spot here. I'm going to try and avoid 18 key supers with my LRs as much as I can. Just so we can see this defensive stack. I mean, there you go. We haven't even super attacked yet and we took double digits. So we're going to see if we can at least lose some health, maybe transform the Gohan. Because that's where this guy comes in even more useful. The fact that in his unexchanged state, he is Super Saiyan Goku. So he will give Gohan that extra attack boost. So we will go ahead and super with you. I brought Super Kaioken Goku just because he lowers your HP when he super attacks. So we can try and build towards that Gohan transformation. But yeah, alongside infinitely stacking their defense, they do supreme damage and lower attack with their super, which is obviously very nice, especially for things like Super Battle Road. And then their passive skill, they get 50% attack and defense at the start of the turn, which is relatively decent for a free-to-play unit. But then, of course, they are infinitely stacking their defense, so that's fine. And then they are also a Goku family support unit, so they give Ki +2 and attack and defense 30% to those units. And that applies to themselves as well, so effectively they are getting 80% attack and defense plus their stack. So definitely not too shabby. So obviously from the third turn you are able to switch, which we are not going to do. I did mention this in my video where we talked about their EZAs, but 86,000 defense, not bad. So it's very strange that they brought out this new mechanic and then immediately gave those units EZAs that made it so you don't want to use the exchange mechanic, because this card is just better in the Goku form in almost every single way. When you switch him out to Gohan, he still does supreme damage, but he no longer lowers attack. He only raises defense for one turn, not an infinite stack. And then he gets attack and defense 60%. He's no longer a support unit, so remember it was 80% and 2 key with the support passive built in. He only gives 60%, and then if you're fighting an android or the new android / Cell Saga category enemy, he gets an additional 50%. So that's like the only scenario where his attack at least will be higher. But yeah, he no longer infinitely stacks defense, so very strange. Oh, damn, this would have been a good situation because the I can get an 18 key with Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but that will actually kill Gohan. So we'll go ahead and super attack with Super Kaioken Goku first, so we can lose a little bit of extra health. But even here, like, obviously this event is not particularly difficult, but I'm like actively trying to do things to make myself lose health, and we're still not really that low. So not sure if we will be able to get the transformation at all, but I guess we're not really showing that off, because if we transform Gohan, all that really does is the Super Saiyan Goku is giving him that extra bit of a boost. But I guess we're not really here to showcase that in particular. So they're now up well over 100,000 attack stat, so that is perfect. Let's get another one for them here. Can't avoid the 18 key super thanks to the support unit on rotation. So let's do this. Yeah, double digits. Not surprised at this point. So I'll have to try them out in Super Battle Road. I already did do the Kamehameha team build on at least one of the stages. I'll have to go through and see. Because this unit is on Pure Saiyans, even though obviously once you switch out to Gohan, he is not a Pure Saiyan, but he could be quite useful on that team. Same with the Trunks and Vegeta as well, because of that defense stacking. Although I suppose Super Battle Road, ideally the fights don't last more than sort of 4 or 5 turns anyway, so not sure just how useful overall that will be. But let's see, so we'll give you this, give you those, and then give you this. So we're trying our best, but we're almost in the final stage of the Future Gohan event, and we are not even close to our HP restriction just yet. So at least in his final stage, this Gohan does have pretty decent defense and damage mitigation, so maybe we'll be okay. But 127,000, not bad. And considering my Gohan only has 1 dupe, he's over 200,000 attack stat now. That's pretty decent. So we will avoid the 18 key again. Give you this. And give you this. I feel like this is definitely not a turn where we're going to be taking huge amounts of damage here. We really need someone to take a super attack, but yeah, at least his damage mitigation means we're not going to take him out too quickly, because Gohan doing less than 500,000 is definitely not what you'd expect from him at this stage in the fight. But additional normal, yeah, I mean, of course we're taking double digits. So what are we actually going to take from the super attack? So our defense is now definitely way above 120k, because we got another super. Wow, yeah, 35 damage. So obviously he's fully EZA'd, but yeah, this is a free-to-play unit, and we just took double digits from a super attack in a Dokkan event. So obviously Dokkan event's not super challenging nowadays, but I would say that's still pretty decent. In fact, if we do this, there's a very good chance that Super Kaioken Goku will get a bit of a clobbering in that first slot. So let's do that. Maybe, just maybe, we can get to the next turn on the right HP restriction for Gohan to transform. And then, maybe, because we don't really care about getting the attack boost, because this is not a support, not a showcase for Gohan, if we can transform Gohan next turn, then I will switch. I will switch the Gohan out, because obviously Gohan can't link with the LR when they're both in Super Saiyan 1. But yeah, of course we're not low enough. Why would we be? So, which is a shame, because this if we switch, I might have to switch him anyway, because I don't think we're going to make it another 2 turns. But this Gohan, if we switch him now, the future Gohan is in the Android / Cell Saga category, so at least he will be getting that extra attack boost. Plus, it's a shame, because I really like the little switch like animation. Oh, wait, do they link together? Oh, they actually do. Well, there was me thinking they wouldn't, because they are both Super Saiyan Gohan. But I guess the way the exchange mechanic works gets around that, which I genuinely didn't know until right now. So there you go. We're all learning things together. Isn't it wonderful? So, what's he actually going to do here? So he's still tanking well. 1.5 mil on the attack stat, pretty much. That's actually really good for this, for a free-to-play unit. We've got no support unit on the rotation. So yeah, that's actually solid. Oh, and of course, I didn't mention that part of his passive. So actually, yes, there is that one nice little... Wait, no, that's a different unit. Oh, that's why I'm not on the... There, what an idiot. I wasn't on the Extreme Z Awakened tab on the wiki. It's annoying when you do that. So I was on the Extreme Z Awakened tab for the Goku form, and then when you click to show the details for Gohan, it didn't automatically come up as the Extreme Z Awakened one. So he's actually getting 3 key attack and defense 90%, then he gets an additional 50% still, but also launches 2 additional attacks with high chances to crit. So that's why he got those extra normal attacks at the end. And obviously because he was against that opponent triggering that thing, so he was at around 140% extra attack and defense. So that is actually very solid indeed. It's just such a shame that it's so restrictive, because if you're not against an Android Cell Saga enemy, there really isn't any point in transforming him. Especially depending on the team you're running him on, because he is most likely just going to be used for supporting the LR Gohan if you have him. So very strange to me that they did things the way they did, but there you go. So, oh, of course it's going to be a Dokkan attack. I was going to say, we could have done the first couple of turns of the actual Goku event just to see what sort of, like, if we could have actually got Gohan to transform. So I'm going to not do the Dokkan mode and see what we can get. But it's probably kind of a risky way to do it, because if Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku super attacks our Super Kaioken Goku here, which he is now doing, we might actually die. 137. Oof. Maybe not then, because this Goku will tank, because we only 12 key supered. And we stunned him, which is decent. We just have to get to 5 turns before we can transform. It's the only problem now. So, but we can do that. We can slowly but surely. I'll pick up a couple of same type orbs, but not enough that's going to give us a huge heal. And we'll actually be able to see this crazy attack boost that these guys give to LR Gohan. If we hadn't taken that huge hit in the first turn, I probably wouldn't have bothered, but it's only going to take us another minute or so. I obviously don't want the video to be too long, but I feel like we're actually going to get the opportunity to transform and see that little bit of extra attack boost, and why this unit is so good to use on this team with the Gohan. So now I don't want to take more damage than I have to, so we won't put you in front of any attacks or give you a super attack, but we will give all of you one same type orb, because then we should be all good here. Both the Goku and the Cell should tank perfectly fine against this Kid Goku. I always say that he's not Kid Goku, it's just because he's just GT Goku, but Kid Goku is technically any of the Gokus from Dragon Ball, but stupid GT always throws me off with its weird having Goku be in a kid body again. So, okay, now this should be the one. No? Oh, is it still not 5? Is this turn 4? Oh, come on. Come on, game. Why are you doing this to me? So, this is only turn 4. So, we're going to have to do this and then do this. So, we'll get through this as quickly as we can. Obviously, the Goku and Gohan back to their defense stacking mode. So, they're not going to take any damage, which is all good. And then, of course, LR Gohan has type advantage. So, he is just going to clean the floor with this Goku here now. Yeah, 2.7 on a crit, basically. Okay. Let's get through this next rotation as quickly as we can. Oh, God. Would have to be this one, wouldn't it? Okay. So, let's go for taking out Oob with the Dragon Fist. Now, obviously, this lowers our defense, but we should be okay from just the attack from GT Trunks. So I'm going to pick up a bunch of same type orbs, because then that will allow us to survive the turn. Because Super Saiyan 3 Goku obviously going to tank super well before his 18 key super. Not so much afterwards, but I think even from a super attack, it's not like that Trunks can kill us. Wow, look at that damage. Yeah, so he still took double digits, even though he technically lost most of his defense. So that's not too shabby at all. Super Kaioken, wow, it didn't take him out, and now he's going to get super attacked. Watch us die to this instead. 63, wow, that's a little bit more than I expected. Okay. But that's fine, because now, finally, it is time. So, let's do this. So, transform. We're not only against one opponent, so he's not going to change any orbs, but that's fine. I just want to see this attack boost that we can get him up to. Plus, it's always nice seeing Gohan's transformation, hard as it is to get sometimes. So, what's the best way to do this? So, because he's a nuker, I guess it's probably better to pick up the int orbs. So we'll let these guys go first for their tanking, and then we'll fire you up. So this second part of his passive is active now because we have a Super Saiyan Goku attacking in the same turn. So what are we going to get our Gohan's attack stat up to here? Obviously Goku just tanking like a boss, but this is what I really wanted to see. So 6.89 million attack stat, and my Gohan has 1 dupe. So you can imagine at Rainbow the kind of crazy numbers we're talking about here. And we get an additional, so we get to see his awesome 12 key super animation. So I'm very pleased with that. So there you go. I'm going to end the video there because it's gone on a little bit longer than I wanted it to, but we got to see what we came for. So this unit, very, very good, very worth farming. I'm actually going to use them on my team for the Dragon Ball Infinite History. I haven't touched that yet. I wanted my first run to be on video. So I'm going to do the stage where you take on the androids with the Goku family team, and because that is one of the longer events, I'm going to use this guy and probably not transform him at all, and we'll get to see just how ridiculously high we can get his defense. So anyway, there you go guys, that is going to be it for the video. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. Those links are in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.